Hello, YouTube. It's your main man BTM here live for the Turbo Turn Up time. Let's go. It's Turbo Turn Up time. Remember, Turbo, Turbo, Turbo. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So, Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So we're here tonight talking about turbo and what you should expect in the future. Let's go hobby. What's up, Art? Turbo turn up. Let's go turbo turn up Thursday. 0.7 on the next pump. Uh Enjoying the hobby. Let's go. He's alive. What's up, life cycle? What's up, guys? Yeah, we're here. We're back. More turbo turn up time. Let me see here. See if we can get the screen share rolling this evening on the turbo turn up time. So we got a lot to talk about this evening. So what is this? Yo, a man, you never responded back on my ex though. I thought I did respond back. I thought I did actually. That's weird. But yeah, so let's get to it. This is CG's been released from prison. Protecting all our bags, mad respect for the legend. Turbo fam is forever grateful. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. If you can't hold, you won't be rich. The main man CG. So things are about to change for crypto as a whole. Although there's a lot of weirdness happening with the KASPA community, Turbo Toad turn up remains strong. Let's go. So let me see, trying to get to profile, see what we got here. So this is Turbo has the strongest community, and that is one of the important things in crypto. It's nice to see more and more YouTubers talking about Turbo. Um, and starred to see the potential after the Creighton listing, and in the future, more and more YouTubers will. We are so effing bullish. This is the next leg up. Is sooner than you think. We're blowing past 1 cent. Let's go. Turbo turn up time. This is the Roaring Toady. Hi there. The crypto monster. It's our old pal, the Roaring Toady, here with an invitation you can't refuse. We're throwing the party of the century on September 6th, which is coming up pretty soon. I want to say it is 2 weeks from tomorrow. So let's go. Roaring Toady and September 6th, the Turbo anniversary. Turbo Day. And guess what? Turbo is on the rise to be the biggest meme coin on Ethereum. And where there's a party, there's cookies and lots of cookies. I know what you're thinking, cookies, crypto. That's my kind of party. And you're right, the ultimate gathering of crumb monsters like us. So, what do you think? Will you support the community and join us in munching on some sweet gains and even sweeter treats? Just trying to rebuild the community. Let's go. Turbo turn up time. So let's go back to the messages. Let me see. Why is this not going back? So this is Turbo Tracker. Um, Opening is 0041, high is 0042, low is 00398, close 0040. So this is our revolution grows stronger with every voice rally over the other historic moments, and together we will increase our impact. The future is ours to shape. Let's unleash the power. Turbo, turn up. Let's go. So back to the chat. So revolutionaries, what do you guys think? Turbo Toad Revolution. Let's go. Um, what's the Soldier Boy thing they're talking about yesterday? Actually, is he actually promoting Turbo? Not that I know of. I think they're trying to pull him in, or at least see if he's willing to promote it. The Roaring Toad is pretty much going after everybody. So let me know what you think, and let us know if there's a particular influencer or person in general you want to join the Turbo Toad turn up on September 6th. Let's go. So Popcat is up 35.3. I actually got in that early. Gala's up 7.9. Tiles up 12.9. Elysium is down 4.1. Thanks for the super chat. It's been so long. Nerd things and more. Let's go. Near is up 5.8. Tile renders up 7.4. Kinu Indu is up 29.2. I don't know anything about this, but I did get in cat with a hat's up 21.2. AI checks up 13.4. Mog is up 8.7. Brett's up 6.6. Let's go. AVT is down 9.9, but it was up big yesterday. Mirai up 12.3. Flock is up 6.6. AVAX up 13.4. Fetch is up 10.1. Bonk is up 4.3. I like that. Mario. Let me see. Why is this? F. Jean for scamming his followers. Turbo and KASPA all the way, right? I'm not even going down that rabbit hole. Just Turbo and KASPA at this point. And there's a video from who is that? Jesse AI, where he's talking about KASPA and the influencers. So I'm concerned about the KASPA going down as well. So this is Turbo Toad 0040. Current market cap is 262.2 million. Last hour it is up 20.28%. 24 hours is down 0.005. Last 7 days up 1.7. 30 days it is down 36.3. 12 days, 90 days is down 12.3. And for the year, still up 3,925. So we are live. Let's go. Turbo. And 24-hour low is 00398. 24-hour high 0041. So Turbo is still holding strong. Let me see. Pull up Trader View real quick. I was watching TV and fell asleep, so I didn't really get everything set up. So let me see if we can pull this. What in the blazes? Okay. See if we can grab Trader View real quick. So Mario says Turbo's collaborating with energy companies. They might use KASPA. I saw it on a video. I did see that as well. So I hope nobody tries to rug Turbo, right? Kind of getting concerned about KASPA. There's a lot of FUD floating around about KASPA, so I don't know. But I'm actually getting concerned on that end. So this is the day chart. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart showing RSI is up and we're building volume and it is still flat, but it is above 0038. So that is a good sign. Let's check the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart is showing strength and RSI. We've been losing volume today, but we're still above the 0037. I think that would be the next resistance down. It seems like we're holding steady on the 4-hour timeline as well. Look what's going on 5 minutes. 5 minutes also showing it's holding pretty steady, so that is a good sign. So just looking at the 5 minute chart. Had some volume earlier today, or actually early this afternoon, and then looks like it started to pull back. Our MACD crossed, and we built some volume. Then it started to go back again. So I guess people are taking profits. So let's check the Ether scan for holders. Then we're going to get into some videos. So currently we are 37,372 down 0.021% as holders go, which is weird. This is the first time I've seen the holders go down. But as a whole, the crypto market's been kind of up and down today. Toncoin's also down. People are mentioning Toncoin. I am looking at that. I have not invested in it. But let's get to the video. This is Holden Blaze, and he's talking about his list, which he starts with Turbo.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? My name's Holden Blaze, and today we're going to be talking about 15 different meme coins.
Holden Blaze, actually. Yes, BTM, we are out here taking in your info packed videos. Don't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Thank you, Swifty. And thank you, Jason. Always enjoy the vibes in here. Thank you, BTM. Thanks, you guys, for all your support and your positivity, and continue to push the community. Just trying to rebuild my community. So, shout out to you, the Turbo Toad Warriors, the Turbo Toad Revolution, and the Turbo Toad Revolutionaries. Let's go.
That I think you should be aware of for this upcoming bull market. I will be making a tier list out of all 15 of these meme coins, and we'll be discussing how high I think these projects can go come 2025. I do believe we will see euphoria in the crypto market in the year of 2025, and I believe meme coins are positioned very well as retail investors come back into the market. Now, please note, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice, and I created this tier list based off of my own personal beliefs. I have analyzed all of these different projects and will be transparent when I tell you I have money in a project. I am never paid off by any organization to promote their cryptocurrency. Trust me, I do get emails from a bunch of different crypto projects wanting to be talked about, and I refuse to respond to any of those emails. This is not a paid advertisement in any means. In fact, it's not an
Feel you on that, Mr. Holden. And he's right. I get information about all kind of weird rug pulls, uh, internal coins, tokens somebody made on their computer, um, stuff that's coming back, stuff that's disappeared, stuff that's almost at zero. And I'm only talking about stuff I understand and believe in. I'm not going to talk about anything that I don't know, understand, or believe. That's why the Turbo Toe community is so strong, because we continue to hold, right? You have convictions in Turbo and you're holding it down, right? Not no fly by night crypto, no Matt Fury's memes, unknown tokens, um, rug pulls, scams, and all kind of weird stuff, right? No political tokens. I'm not getting into none of that rabbit hole. Stick to what you know. Dance with who brought you to the party. Remember, dance with who brought you to the party. Don't forget that. So let's get back to this video from Holden Blaze.
an advertisement whatsoever. This is just a summary of the research I've done on these 15 meme coin projects. With that out of the way, we can look at the 15 meme projects that we're going to be talking about today. Some of these projects I've been talking about on this channel for months, and others I have not mentioned whatsoever. I will be briefly covering all of these different meme coins today, as I will be covering them on CoinMarketCap. However, this video would be way too long.
So you can't dance life cycle? You'll be all right. Just keep moving to the beat. You'll be fine. Mario, you're saying Sin City Crypto, KASPA updates with team. Yeah, let me pull that up. Let's finish this couple of turbo videos and we'll check that out next.
If I did a deep dive analysis on all of these meme coins. This is going to be a brief summary of the research I've done on all of these meme coins, and remember to always do your own research. That said, let's start talking about Turbo. Turbo is a cryptocurrency that was created by ChatGPT. This means it is part of the AI narrative, and it has been catching a lot of hype this cycle. It basically goes through this pattern where it runs up aggressively, consolidates for months on end, and then runs up aggressively again. It's done this multiple times, and we have been consolidating for a few months. I still believe that Turbo is one of the top meme coins to hold going into 2025. I believe that AI will continue to stay relevant and be in the headlines for the next year, and I think Turbo is positioned great to see a lot of multipliers this cycle. In fact, even though the market cap has gone up substantially in the past 6 months, Turbo still is behind a lot of the top meme coins in the space. We will be covering projects like Pepe, which are around $3 billion in market cap. And you have to realize that Turbo would have to do a 10x to reach the market cap of Pepe. Because of that, I want to say that 10x is a conservative estimate for Turbo. I think it will 10x from these levels this cycle. Again, not financial advice. However, it could have potential to go even higher. If Turbo was to do a 30x from here, it would put it below $10 billion and below a giant psychological barrier. I think asking for Turbo to surpass $10 billion in market cap this cycle is a bit ambitious. However, I would not be surprised if Turbo ran up and tried to test that level. From the prices of today's video, that would be over a 30x, and I do think it is possible for Turbo to do that this cycle. Moving on.
A 30x, right? He did say 30x, right?
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Because what the hell? Oh my God. No way.
So who's it? Mario. Is this what you're talking about? Huge turbo update with KASPA team Sin City. So let me go to gossipy. What do you think? BTM 500X. I wish. That's kind of very moon boyish, but if could be possible. Let's see
Ladies
what
and
this guy
gentlemen,
has to say.
welcome back to Turbo. Now, Turbo is definitely one that everybody is watching right now, producing some serious volume. And actually, I want to talk about the volume, which, in my opinion, is going to be one of the contributing factors to Turbo actually getting one of the massive listings. I'm talking about Coinbase or Binance. Now, Turbo, as you guys know it, is in the red. Like the whole market, everything is going down. So it's normal, right? You've seen Turbo go in waves. But what is more interesting is the type of volume that it's producing. Guys, to do about 50 million to 100 million per 24 hours is insane when you're sitting at a 268 million market cap. Guys, that is close to the top memes out there. No meme at this market cap is able to do such volume. Now, most exchanges, okay, I would say all exchanges, I don't even know why I'm saying most, but all exchanges make money by, volume. Volume is very important. That is what has the attention, and that is what is going to be creating the trading fees for them. That's how they're going to be making money. So they're going to be all rushing to get Turbo because this is just the start of it. Imagine when the bull run kicks in, when the altcoin season, this thing could maybe even be doing like a billion in 24 hours of volume. That's how crazy it is. Okay. So once you start realizing how much potential it actually has, and the fact that people are constantly buying and selling, people are talking about this. This is an AI generated meme, which I think is incredible. A lot of AI integration into that meme market is very, very interesting. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping into this, and this could be one of the clear winners in this bull cycle. So for you not to understand that the
So I'm just going to key you in here, guys. If everybody's saying Turbo could be one of the winners, right? I'm not saying it's going to be the top or it's going to uh, knock the socks off everybody else and make history, but I do think it's going to have some serious momentum and a serious pump, right? There's lots of people talking about it. People been talking about it and people continue to talk about it. I don't care about technical analysis. I don't care about what your mom's sister's boyfriend's barber's talking about. I don't care what the rest of these influencers are talking about. Turbo is a solid project, right? Excuse me. It has applications now. It has a utility, right? It's continuing to grow. We know who the founder is, the founder's docs, and of course, the Turbo Toe community. You guys, the revolutionaries, are strong. As long as we keep holding, at some point, these major exchanges are going to pick it up. It's going to get recognition. People's ears are going to start to tingle and wonder what it is, and they're going to invest in it. So I'd recommend, it's not financial advice. Even though saying it's not financial advice really doesn't mean nothing, but it's not financial advice. But I would tell you guys to DCA in and keep holding, right? Continue to hold. Forget what these guys are talking about. Forget all these extra tokens, all this extra garbage coming out of nowhere. All these Popcat, even though I am in Popcat, but I'm gonna cash out and put it in Turbo. I'm in Cat with a Hat, which I don't even know what the difference between Cat with a Hat and Dog with a Hat is, but I'm cashing out of that too. I'm in Mog. I'm gonna cash out of that too. All three of these plays, I'm gonna cash out and buy Turbo. I was in Book of Memes. I cashed out of that and bought Turbo. I was in Slurp, cashed out of that and bought Turbo. Flake, we're not even gonna open that rabbit hole. There's just too much going on. I don't have anything against their community or their meme coin, but there's a lot of extra stuff going on with them. And I don't know if they're a victim or if they're in on it or what. So this is see what's going on here. 50 50 to 20 cents. I'm with that. Who's this? USDT Tether is my biggest plays. I'm in. Am I in Tether? Oh, I think I was in USDC actually. Turbo with the hat. Stop it. Life cycle. Who is this? I think 30x is conservative. 50x minimum. Moon Boy 100x. I'm looking at the Moon Boy, but yeah, you're right. 100x is crazy. It can happen, but that's a serious push up. I'm looking at between 30x and 20x, or 30x and 50x. I'd say somewhere around 45, maybe 50x. I sold 100% of my cash for Turbo. I know I have 20 million, rich or homeless, no in between. That's what I told you guys. Turbo or bust at this point, man. And you might be right, John. I might just drop everything and throw it all at Turbo. I'm kind of concerned about KASPA and the way that they push that crescendo, talking about 10 BPS won't be ready to January. That's very unnerving. Um, John Doe, you are a braver man than I'll ever be. Well, fortune favors the brave. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Right? I'm good at 001. I saw your message, Harlem. What up, Harlem Fashion? Um, life cycle. What you get? What is this? I'm good with 05. Oh, that was you, Harlem. I'm a moon boy for life. Straight to the moon, baby. Casper Telegram banned me from chat or playing devil's advocate and being pessimistic, that's a red flag to me. That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know. I was big into Caspa and I kind of stopped making Caspa videos and all of a sudden Turbo popped up. So I don't know if that was divine intervention, a sign from God, woo, or just happened to be in the right place at the right time. But I do have strong convictions in Turbo. But I'm kind of, I'm gonna lie to you guys, right? I'm not here to moon boy you. I'm not here to fudge you. I'm not here to FOMO. But I'm kind of concerned with the whole CASPA and the KRC20 failure and rewrite that's taken longer than it should. And now they're saying this BPS 10's not happening until January. I was expecting it to happen over the summer, so I don't know. Let's finish this video and we'll look at that turbo video. Sorry, we'll look at the Caspa video somebody mentioned.
FOMO is gonna go just over anything you guys can imagine. It's stupid if you guys
And add in the fact that guys like Crypto Galaxy are basically ambassadors of Caspa, and I start to get bad feelings. John Doe, you are on one tonight. I don't know. I'm trying not to name call these YouTubers and put them on the spot because then they start DMing me and all kind of fake BS and BS threats. I think Kendrick Lamar said it best. I'm too paranoid for a threat, bro. You're wasting your time, right? You're gonna threaten me. I'm laughing, and if something does happen, it's not gonna end well in your favor, dude. I'm surrounded by veterans. Like all my neighbors are veterans. So, I mean, they sit on the porch and clean their guns. So you come to Texas, you're going to be in for a serious shock, and you're probably going to end up getting hurt. I'm just saying. It's not a problem until it's a problem, and you don't want this problem. What is this? I'm getting my lawyers already. Hold the phone there. Life cycle CG and is $20 Casper prediction. Straight up, CG keeps pushing that prediction up higher and higher and higher. First off, Casper will have to be fully adopted. And for some reason, this adoption is slowing down, which is weird because I thought by now it would be everywhere. I mean, the text there, the P2P is there, the processing is there, the speed is there, and it's getting faster. So I don't know what's slowing down the adoption. John Doe, don't mess with Texas. We all have guns, all of us. Right. Even the kids got guns out here, man. So be careful if you come through stunting in Texas, bro. It's not gonna end well for you. Straight up. Uh Trying to get 3 million turbo and sell in thirds during the bull run and leave a moon bag. Okay, K-Pack, I'm glad you have a plan and a exit strategy. So that makes sense. And I'm definitely would love to get to 3 million. And when it does, take profits, right? Don't hold it forever. You don't have to sell the whole bag, but take some kind of profit early on, right? Even if it does continue to go up, at least you'll make some money. We need to skyrocket already. It's coming, fashion. It's coming. Just be patient. That's the other thing I was telling you guys. You got to be patient, right? You got to keep holding and wait. Like Warren Buffett says, the people who get rich in this investment game are the people who are patient and wait, right? A lot of people get wrecked because they're impatient. Impatience loses money.
haven't already realized that. You got to open your eyes. You got to see the real stuff here. Turbo, extremely undervalued, guys. 268 million is nothing compared to the billions it's going to go into. Will it go into it? Of course it will. I think, if last in the last bull cycle, the really big one, altcoin season, when Doge and Shiba Inu did 40 billion, 80 billion. Imagine what the memes are going to be able to do in this bull cycle. It is going to go wild. So please open your eyes and get ready. Not many people knew about what was happening 4 years ago, but I think more people are aware of it this upcoming altcoin season, which is like you know, not, I wouldn't say days away, but I would say months away. Okay, weeks, months away. So pretty close, pretty close. So people are hungry to make money. People want to change their lives. Can you change your life? Yes, I believe so. I believe that Turbo is definitely going to be one of those bags that you're going to look at and be like, wow.
Yeah, no, turbo is going to be life changing money. And unicorn shampoo, I think you're right. I don't see much movement in crypto till US picks their new president, and we already know who the new president is. I don't even think it's going to be close. I think this guy is saying he's probably going to drop out before the election even starts. He's not really happy with the way things are going. So, that being said, I'm not sure that Kamala and her administration will be crypto friendly. So, I don't know if people are going to run for the hills or start uh, digging deep into crypto and holding it down. So let me know what you think will happen in the future if Kamala is elected. I don't think your guy is going to make it. He might, but if so, I think that's going to kind of slow down things with the economy because there's so much momentum riding behind Miss Harris.
Well, this has provided me with, I don't know, a car or a house, depending on how much you're invested. But look, it's there's so much more to come. It's maybe sad that you couldn't get in here, but not many people were able to get in here. Okay, so if you couldn't, you have a second chance. It's consolidating here, it's zigzagging, bouncing up and down, peaking, dipping, and all that, but it's still a great point of entry. It just doesn't want to break down. Okay, unless Bitcoin goes down like too much. But guys, let's be honest, Bitcoin is very close to going over 100K. So I would just be ready and start getting ready. So please make sure that you subscribe, turn that notifications bell on, get ready for big updates in regards to Turbo on this channel. So follow Gossipator and
So this is a guy I found as well. This Money and I, and he has several interesting points about crypto, especially turbo. So let's see what he has to say real quick, and then we'll dive into Row, and then we'll check out this turbo video because I'm anxious to see what they're talking about.
right now? Is the hype going away?
I mean, sorry, I'm tripping. Not turbo. The Caspa video.
Like, should we be moving on? Is the hype ever going to return? Well, I'm going to pull up the charts and I'm just going to discuss a few things on Turbo. So let's get into things right now. So looking here, we can see that Turbo is currently sitting at a market cap of 251 million. The current price is 0.003988 as I am recording this right now. I'm going to take a closer look at the charts a little bit later on, but it kind of looks like Turbo is moving sideways. There's not a lot of eyes on it right now. It kind of feels like there's a reason for that, which I'm going to get into in just a little bit. But let me show you guys something here. Take a look at Bonk. What's up, money? So on February 24th, Bonk exploded, right? Everybody was talking about Bonk. You was finding people talk about it on YouTube, on Twitter, the Solana meme coins. This almost feels like what led Solana meme coins to explode. That's what it kind of feels like. Okay. But here's the thing. While Bonk was exploding, you know what else was exploding on February 24th of this year? Take a look at Pepe, February 24th. You can see here on the charts, this one also exploded, but everyone was talking about Bonk. Why? Because Bonk at the time almost felt different. There was so much hype earlier with Pepe, and people are always chasing new hype. Okay. So some people, obviously not everybody, but some people most likely
The crypto John debate is coming back. It's never ending. I replaced Crypto Galaxy, Crypto John Architect with Tiger, Zappy, and Roshan. Thank you, John, for that. And um, Of the three of CG, Crypto John, and Archetype, I would stick with Crypto John over Galaxy and Archetype. I don't trust Archetype at all whatsoever because he's always back and forth. Like he was in Caspa. Caspa dipped a little bit. He stopped talking about it. And all his plays, he was in. As soon as they dip, he stops talking about it. And Galaxy's into all kind of weird stuff, right? There's a lot of weird in and out with him. And I suspect somebody in his group, I'm not saying him, somebody in his group might have had something to do with the Yotoshi Yoto rug pull. So I don't know, but that's just allegedly, right? I don't know, but I don't trust that guy. And I have made some pretty good money with Crypto John and some of his picks, right? Again, I think he might have got coerced into something working with these guys, or maybe he was doing it himself. I don't know, but I would. He has reached out to me. Out of all those guys, he was the only one that said anything, and he was cool about it. Right? He could have been a jerk. He could have been cussing and yelling, fire and brimstone, but he was like, whatever happens, right? Just be careful because they might come for you one day. So I think Crypto John for that. But Galaxy and especially Archetype, bro, I'm telling you straight up, I would stay away from those guys. Um, I like Freeman Finance. Jesse AI is intense dude, but really smart. Jesse is really smart, and I got a video coming out tomorrow about his CASPA analysis, which is actually very good. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow. Unicorn shampoo.
Exited their Pepe position, went over to Bonk to try to catch the train, and right now they're probably still holding Bonk and unsure where the price of Bonk is going to go. But the people that's holding Pepe, they know where the price of Pepe is going to go. See, the point that I'm trying to make here is you have to know when a meme coin is just straight different because Pepe went to a market cap of over 7 billion and Bonk didn't reach all the way up there. I still think that Bonk is a good meme coin, but in the day, Pepe is just on a whole other level. And I think that Turbo is one of those meme coins that's on a whole other level. Now, I'm not saying that we shouldn't be chasing other meme coins because I chase other meme coins 100%. You have to follow the narrative. But that being said, we don't want to be exiting our positions on meme coins or altcoins, whatever it is that you hold. We don't want to be exiting those positions just to buy something else. If you know that Turbo is going to explode eventually, why would you exit Turbo to chase another hype to potentially get wrecked when you know the likelihood of getting wrecked in Turbo is probably unlikely? Let me actually say this real quick. All of this is just my opinion. None of this is financial advice. But the hype that I'm talking about right now is all the meme coins that's on Tron because Tron is taking off. Tron's meme coins is taking off. That's where the current hype is right now. If you're not in on any of those plays, and you're missing out, but you shouldn't be selling Turbo just to hop into these plays unless you are extremely talented and you know when to get in and back into Turbo without, buying at a higher price. But here's the thing. So let's take a look at Turbo on the chart. So take a closer look at things. So a bearish momentum was actually fired here August 5th, but this is during the time when the overall crypto market crashed. Okay. So I'm just going to ignore that part. By the way, this is HG Algo. I'll leave a link if anyone's interested. The
Life cycle, you out here giving financial advice. I replace Crypto Galaxy with Life Cycle. All in on Tether now. I actually might check Tether out while I'm joking, right? I might see what they talking about.
link will be in my description down below. Also, if you're a leverage trader, you can check Margex, also my description. But if you take a look at the charts here, what we notice is Turbo seems to be trading within this range, 0.0037 to about 0.0043. So it's trading in that range for quite some time, ever since the crash. And before the crash, though, this thing had been coming down heavily. It's just been coming down. It's like since when is this? July 21st, it topped out at 0.0077 and then it's just continued to go down. But it kind of looks like maybe it's made its floor around 0.0037 unless the overall market crashes and then you can see it coming back down to 0.0029. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does happen, that could be a buying opportunity for anyone that plans on holding Turbo long term. Let's take a look at their Twitter account here. So every time I go
Shout out to NT Trees from Australia. Thanks for tuning in to the BTM channel. And that was the
Let's
wrong button.
go.
It's turbo turn up time. Remember, turbo, turbo, turbo. This for you, NT Trees. Remember, dance with who brought you to the party. Don't forget that. I love art. So funny. Shout out to Art and thank you. I support any creator who's trying to rebuild their community. Thank you, Unicorn Shampoo, because I'm just trying to rebuild my community. Let's get back to finish this video. So I'm anxious to see what's happening in this Caspa video. I'm just kind of shocked, actually.
go on Turbo's Twitter account, there's always something exciting. Now it kind of looks like they've got another competition that's going on. There's always a competition or a new listing, and the community for this is massive and they hold strong because, there's just so much engagement going on, like competitions, exchange listings, like what's going to be next. So, this is why the community holds extremely strong here on Turbo, and I still think that Turbo is going to be one of those meme coins that just makes people an insane amount of money. The way that Pepe moved, everyone thought that Pepe was over many times throughout the cycle, but Pepe kept surprising people. I think that Turbo is one of those that's going to continue to surprise people, especially when it gets that Binance listing, which most likely is around the corner. You can't ignore these big meme coins for too long because they have to give the people what they want, because at the end of the day they're running a business and they know that people want Turbo on their platform. So Turbo's coming. I strongly believe that anyways, but we're going to have to see when that actually happens. But with or without that Binance listing, I am super bullish on Turbo regardless. So I'm excited to see where this project ends up. But that's what I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And until next time,
Ooh, so shout out to Money and I'm starting to like this guy, right? I like the approach and I like what he's talking about. And I definitely like that he's part of the Turbo Toad turn up, the Turbo Toad revolution, the Turbo revolutionaries. I think we need to give him an honorary revolutionary badge. I need to get a shirt. Just trying to rebuild my community and put revolutionaries at the bottom or sign revolution. I don't know. I got to work that design out. I like that. Let's all do it together. And this is Ro. Ro was talking about Turbo's going to bounce soon. Let's get through this 8 minutes and then we'll look at the Turbo, the Caspa video.
Going on, my beautiful family? Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. We're taking a look at one of my most bullish meme coins for this bull run, Turbo Toad token. That's why I got the yellow lights running in the background. It is one of my most bullish plays for this cycle and one of my biggest bags. And I got into this token super early. If you guys were actually watching this channel, I was talking about this, I think in March, early March, and when this was at like 302 or 304. So it's been quite the ride. That's why I'm not shaking out, because I believe in this play long term. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Ro. I cover the latest and the greatest crypto content. Try to help you guys make a 10, 20, 50, or even 100x play in this bull cycle. Look, it's hard to do it alone. I tried 2017, didn't work. 2021 leveraged a lot of YouTubers and their knowledge. And 2024, I'm basically here to help you guys do the same thing. So if you're new, subscribe, hit the bell. I post 3 times a day. I try to post 3 times today. I might post a little bit more. And Turbo is one of my biggest coverings. I've been consistently covering this thing for like 90 days now. So if you guys are a Turbo token holder, subscribe, hit the like button, share for all the love. And again, guys, I'm almost at 5K subscribers, so we're almost there. Please, please, please help your brother out. With that being said, let's hop into today's video. Boom, the markets, the markets have been choppy for the last few weeks, and you guys are might even be wondering, bro, why do you keep dropping videos if there isn't much price action going on? Well, it's for the community. I love the community. I think we have one of the most bullish communities, and regardless of whether the price goes up or down, this token is still going to be a high conviction play for me. And my part in doing that is to keep talking about Turbo, regardless of whether the price is doing really, really
Definitely. We're going to keep talking about turbo until the wheels fall off. We go back with turbo like four flats on a Cadillac, right? We ain't going nowhere. Gonna take turbo all the way down to zero. And if it goes negative, I'm still gonna be out here like keep holding all the way down. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So just don't get paranoid, life cycle. You guys don't wig out. I don't think it's gonna go down. There's too much buzz. The community is too strong. And for that kind of action to happen, somebody, everybody would have to dump. There's too many people holding it, and there is too many exchanges. I don't think it's too big to fail, but I don't see the community dumping it unless something horrific happens, which I don't even want to talk about. Let's get back to Row.
really good or really, really bad, right? um, I just compared to my faith in Jesus, right? Am I only going to talk about Jesus when things are going super, super well? No, I'm going to talk about it when things are at the worst, when things are in my life are at the worst that it could be. I'm still going to give praise and still going to give thanks to my God, right? In the same way, guys, these tokens that these meme coins, the ones that you believe in, a lot of these they like to rely on the community to do the marketing. So I'm just doing my job as a bag holder, and you guys should be doing your job as a bag holder if you want to spread the news about Turbo, right? And that could be as little as buying into these markets, dollar cost averaging in. That could be as little as liking these videos, supporting other Turbo creators. There's a lot out there. um, I think Holden Blaze, Crypto John, you got Freeman Finance, Black Tiger, you got Sap Franca.
Shout out to your main man, Roy. Row. Sorry, Row. Shout out to your main man, Roy, and shout out to that guy, BTM. In case you guys know him or heard about him, he's a pretty good influencer. You should check him out. So, what's special about September 6th? So, September 6th represents 9-6, and it's supposed to be 6-9 when the token was founded with $69 and a 69 billion market cap. But I think Turbo Day is September 6th, which is when the coin was founded or when it came out or when it was first released from Rex. So that's why the September 6th is pretty much Founders Day. That's what we're trying to make it into. And we're still talking about what to do and how to celebrate September 6th. When did you first invest in Turbo heavily? I want to say February, maybe somewhere between February and March. And then I started April. I started really getting serious about it. But I think I picked up a pretty big share in February, honestly. I'd have to go back and triple check. But it was early this year. I saw it in like December and November, but I didn't start investing in it because I wasn't sure. I was like, this is a meme coin. It wasn't until I saw the video with Wreck Mankind. I was like, oh, I'm buying this. I'm buying this shit. Whatever he's doing, I'm with it. So thank you guys for being part of the Turbo Toe community and the revolutionaries. Let's get back to Row.
Just a bunch of Turbo creators that are out there that you guys genuinely should support, because when you support them, it lets them know, hey, I need to continue making videos like this. And that could be your service. That could be your way in actually, oh, what even happened to my camera there? Okay, my camera just had a malfunction. Okay, hopefully it's good now. But that could be your way of doing your service for the community, right? Now, market cap up or down 8% at 50 million, still a top 100. Um, I mean, volume is at 50 million, still under the top 100, which is ridiculous to see because, as you guys know, a lot of these meme coins, their market cap, yes, they're in the hundreds of millions, but not a lot of them have volume like Turbo does. And Turbo's volume has consistently been a top 100. Just recently has it even dipped below 100 million, right? For a really long time, the volume in the last 24 hours is always over 100 million. But again, there's not a lot of money coming into these markets right now because, again, it's the summer. August is always supposed to be a bearish month in crypto. And the sooner you understand psychology and why money is being pulled out of these markets, the better you'll be in the long run, right? You guys need to understand that people are pulling money out to enjoy cottages, to go out for summer, spend money on their family, go out to clubs, bars, parties, spend money on vacations. And look, even though that might not be my thing, I don't blame them because this is the way that people have fun. Summer is the time that they get to do that. And as you get into fall, people start putting money back into these markets, right? So typically, the summer months are usually bearish, and then as you see the latter half, September, October, November, these months roll around, you see more money, more influx of cash coming into these markets, and that's what tends to drive the price upwards. So look, if your meme coin is down right now, listen, Bitcoin is down too, okay? A lot of things are down right now, so don't be kicking yourself. Don't be thinking, oh no, like these markets are terrible, crypto's over. No, that's not what you want to be doing. Instead, buy the fear, right? When things like this happen, buy the fear. That's literally as simple as it is. Aiden Ross, right? This famous YouTube streamer, he said, all you want to do is buy low and sell high, bro. He hit the nail on the head, right? Buy low, guys, to sell high. Literally that simple. Easier said than done, obviously. But if you did want to buy this token, I've actually partnered with EcoPay for this video, so you guys could check them out. I have a link in the description below. Let me actually show you guys how to purchase it. These guys are generally the most simplest way to actually buy Turbo, because like it literally only takes like 10 or sorry 2 minutes to go ahead and buy this token. For example, if I put in $100 here, okay, and I click buy Turbo, all I have to do is continue with my Google, right? Let me see. Okay, it's going to select this one over here because I already have an account. And it's literally that simple, okay? And then boom, they ask you to verify some things. It's so easy to buy Turbo nowadays, guys. It's that easy, and I swear to you guys, it takes like 5 seconds to verify everything. And then boom, you bought your Turbo. EcoPay, I'll have a link down in the description below, so make sure you guys check that out. Now the price, again, we've been moving sideways for a super long time now, which again, listen, guys, I know it's hard to see right now, but look, at moments like this that genuinely matter, no one said making six figures or being a millionaire is easy, right? And to be honest, crypto is the most simple way to do so. It's not easy because it's a mental battle, right? Everything in life, there's going to be some type of battle that you have to overcome to be at the place that you want to be. And in crypto, it's genuinely just a mental battle, being able to hold, being able to make the right moves, and trusting in yourself that you did make the right move, right? And not second guessing yourself. Now, obviously, fellas, follow them on Twitter if you want to stay up to date with all the information that come out. These guys have one of the most bullish, one of the best teams on Twitter, one of the best marketing teams. These guys are on it. They're coming out with announcements, partnerships, AMAs, right? And that's all run by the community, which is very awesome to see. Partnerships are being secured. Um, Central exchange listings are coming. I mean, in the last 2 weeks, we had like two central exchange or tier one exchange listings come out, which is ridiculous, right? So just keep holding on to Turbo because I'm telling you, it has not gone anywhere. Turbo has formed a small triangular pattern on the daily charts with the Bollinger Bands tightening around it. Bears still have a slight edge, just but barely. Let's see if we can get the breakout to the upside. For a more conservative approach, you might consider waiting for a retest up the lower triangle as an entry point or use it as your stop loss, not financial advice. Listen, guys, long term perspective, you know the price is going to go up. You could wait for it to touch down again to 0.0038. Me personally, look, if I see red, I'm buying. Okay, that's just my outlook on it. Turbo community, let's make our voices count. Bit2Me exchanges asking which project should they list. Let them know that Turbo Toad token should be their only choice. Click the box below and let them know and post in the comments how much you love exchanges. That is doing your part, doing your due diligence to spread the news about Turbo. Um, Turbo takes 5 minutes and looking at Turbo, and you will thank me. It's unruggable. 100% of the coins in circulation. low market cap, insanely big community that keeps growing, lowest risk rating, and is still yet to be listed on Coinbase and Binance. The sky is the limit. This token has so much potential, which is why I'm super bullish on it. Again, I just want to apologize if this video has been a little bit shaky. I'm not sure what's going on with my camera. Could just be my Wi-Fi. But if you enjoyed this video, guys, remember, if you want to buy Turbo, EcoPay will be down in the description. Easiest and most simple way to buy Turbo. It's been your boy Ro. Remember, none of this is financial advice.
So shout out to Ro as he continues to make turbo videos. And if you're not subscribed, go subscribe to him, Zach Franco, and Freeman Finance. Ro makes like 3 videos a day. So this is probably the hardest working man in turbo after me and Freeman Finance and Zap. So it's probably about a 3-way tie. But I'm telling you, this guy makes about 3 videos a day on Turbo. So go check him out. And finally, what the freak is Sin City Crypto talking about? KASPA update. Let's give this a run and call it a night.
Movie, like who would be at this like gala event that he needs to protect or something.
And they were so frustrated that they decided, well, we're just gonna create our own boutique coin. Like we're gonna do our own thing. And then finally they're just like, well, let's just use KASPA.
I would like to get an update on where we're at with KRC, Casplex, and
Wow, that's definitely the question I wanted to know. MT, what is this? Turbo will move when ETH moves, same as Pepe. Yeah, ETH's gonna push up at some point, right? It's been bouncing around. I think with CG getting out of jail, it's going to create interest and unicorn shampoo. I was just looking at this. I got into PopCat in June. Looks like June 27th, but it doesn't tell me how much it was when I bought it, which is weird. But let me see. Does it tell me in the transactions? Trying to see something. But yeah, it was definitely way below. What is this? Way below 47 cents. I want to say it was like 15 cents or something. I don't know. It was crazy cheap. Turbo will move when ETH moves. Uh Turn it up. You handsome SOB. What's up, Tiger? What's up, Walking Dead? What's going on? Definitely here for the turbo turn up time. Let's go. Let's go. It's turbo turn up time. Remember, turbo, turbo, turbo. And yeah, just trying to figure out what's going on with Casper. They're about to tell us I bought 80K in turbo, but only 500 in my bank account. That's how confident I am. I have 80K. Oh, 80K in turbo. Wow. I've literally bet my life on this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome, but also very scary. John Doe. John, yeah, Doe, I guess. 80K. Wow. But one thing I can tell you, I would sleep well at night knowing I had 80K on turbo. Now, if it was on something else, anything else, I would be pretty concerned. But I know for sure it's going to be some kind of pump happening with turbo, right? At some point, somewhere, somehow, it's going to push up. So it's not like it's going to stay down and you got uh, a flux on your hand, right? It's not a flux or a let me see here, something that definitely not going to pop back up. We'll just leave it at flux because I don't want to hurt anybody else's feelings. But I did get in flux, like I said on my other video, had a flux node running, and I realized it wasn't making any money. So I sold all of that. The holding you have to keep to get the node. The node, actually, I don't know if I sold the node, but the holding you got to keep for the node, the hardware, and the actual thing, and it all went to Caspa. May John Doe got the dough. Right. Um, the way I see it, if I'm wrong, I was gonna die poor anyway. At this rate I'm going. And if it's going to be a slow, long bleed out, at least I'm wrong with turbo. It'll be a quick death. Okay, that's very ironic, but don't rug us, John. Yeah, right, right, John, right, right, John. I think you hold the future of Turbo in your hand. If you continue to hold Turbo, we got nothing to worry about, right? 80K is like what? I think 4,000 is a million. So you got like 10, 15 million? Oh man. Yeah, I think as long as you hold, we're fine, right? We just hang on to your coattails and ride the wave up.
And then the big crescendo hard fork.
Casplex is a protocol to let you make tokens on Caspa. Tether would be the more likely household name that we would be able to get going first. Just saw Kraken has announced on their listing page that they're looking towards listing Caspa. It's going to be on an AMA with Binance.com for their mining pool. So that's exciting that they're engaging with Caspa and broadcasting to their community about Caspa and mining.
Caspa community, do I have an absolute treat for you? Today I am joined with three legends from the Caspa project. We're going to talk about
Bro, if Turbo gets to $20, it was $10? $10, I think. I did this right? Yeah, $10, you're gonna make 200 million, right? You're almost your own economy at that point. And that's just $10. They're saying it might get, I haven't sold one penny, not even 1 cent. I have 20 million. Yeah, John, I think you're the reason that Turbo is still holding. Your financial inspires but scares me. Definitely. Definitely. Uh yeah. That's Turbo has the strongest chart of any meme. Just wait until ETH pumps. Turbo will follow. You are right, NT trees. Uh Turbo wheel pump, right? I can't guarantee, but I can almost guarantee. It might not go uh I don't know if it's going parabolic, but I know it's gonna pump at some point upwards, right? It's the only thing that's really moving. And it's been kind of slow, but what is this? August, right? Like you said, September is going to start running. So September through November, we're going to see some definitely price moves because, like Rose said, over the summer things are so. Historically speaking, June and July are the worst months for crypto. Then August, because people are traveling, they're on vacation, they're pulling out versus investing. No diddy, but they're not saving money. But once school starts around September, people start back investing for the end of the year for tax purposes and for the holidays. Are we going live tomorrow night, Beaching? Otherwise, I'm booked up the next couple of weeks. Um, that's a good question, actually. If we do go live, it'll be late, kind of like tonight at 10. Is it 10? 10:30. But look for notification. I'll try to get it out early if we're doing something. But I don't know about Friday. But if not Friday, if nothing happens, we'll be back Monday night at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time or Texas time for the Turbo Turn Up time. Turbo, Crazy Turbo is in Kraken versus Caspa. Crazy Turbo is in Kraken. I don't even think Kraken's listed Caspa yet. That's what I'm saying, man. It's a lot of weird stuff happening with Caspa, right? It should be a lot more going on that's not going on, which is kind of disheartening to me. Like Turbo probably has as much going on as Caspa does, which is very weird.
some of the important things happening in the ecosystem. We're going to talk about the Caspa Industrial Initiative. We're going to talk about Rusty Caspa, and we're also going to talk about some potential insider info, some alpha to give to you guys. And so today I'm joined with the three legends. We have Dr. Shy joining us. We have Wolfie, and of course, the man himself, the creator of the Caspa logo you all kind of love, Rue Barbarian. Gentlemen, I am so thankful because this was such short notice. And you guys, no questions asked, said, let's jump on it. Let's do a video for the community. I appreciate you guys, and I'm sure the people watching appreciate you as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Shai, I want to start with you first. Um, there's a lot of talk about the CASPA Industrial Initiative, right? And for the people watching, I'm sure people know exactly what it is. But can you give us a little more insight as far as where we are? What kind of adoption could we be seeing? And is there anything in the works behind the scenes?
I don't have much more information than what you already know. I'm involved in conversations behind the scene. I think it's less about some explicit tidbit of information, but more like I think it's difficult for us to reflect just the sheer magnitude of this. I think even people read through it and they heard Rory's stellar cameo on the space a few weeks ago. But I think the like the alpha here, the thing that's yet to be recognized is just the sheer magnitude of it, the pedigree of the people involved, and how proficient they are, and how much history they have with moving things around and making things happen. Now, I think some people maybe missed this bit of information, but Rory told me, like my first. My first acquaintance with Rory and the guys was in Dublin. I gave a keynote in a conference arranged. Actually, it was arranged by the IOT.
Unicorn shampoo. I've been thinking the same thing the whole time, right? This guy looks like he's definitely up to something. I don't know what's going on, but there's definitely something spooky about this guy, right? But I don't know. I think he does have if he was if he showed up with Harry Potter and what is that? Hogwarts, I would not be surprised. Um what is this? Has anybody heard of Mad Token? I have not. Let me look it up. What is Mad Token? Casper is on creating roadmap. It takes time. You're right. It's on the roadmap, and I've seen the roadmap. But Turbo was on, and they listed Turbo. I mean, I'm not giving up on Casper. It's just I was expecting Casper to be a lot further along than where it is. But like you said, I mean, it takes time, right? And like I was saying, once you got it, right? I'm not gonna not um I'm not gonna sell Casper or start flooding Casper until there's a reason to get out, right? And then I'm probably not doing it. I'm gonna put it in turbo. So it's not like I need to rush to sell it. I'm trying to wait for the profit to kick in, and then probably take a little profit, dump it in turbo, take a little more profit and dump it in turbo. I don't think I'm gonna sell it out totally, but we'll see. Let's get back to Shy, the original sorcerer.
guys.
Hmm.
And yeah, so they asked me to come and give a keynote. It was a general workshop about DAGs and block DAGs in Trinity College, and Rory O'Neill, I didn't know him at the time, but he came to the lecture, and after the lecture, he talked to me, and we went to get lunch. He told me he had all these ideas. I didn't really know what this was about, but he seemed like a nice and serious fellow, so I joined him, and then he started telling me about the industry and what they're doing, and he started showing me white papers and listing names and showing me the things he's involved in, and I realized, okay, this is kind of big. And mostly, what's big about it is these are players that are from outside crypto, so there's a lot of potential to create new adoption here. And like the energy sector is a very interesting sector, and they have connections with other sectors. And suddenly, it all made sense. After all, what is the problem here? We have tons of energy, of green energy that people want to trade in, and there isn't a real platform for that. The way people do it usually is to find direct connections and do it like peer to peer. And you need a platform because otherwise it's very complicated. You can't expect any person who generates energy to find a client. It makes everything so much less efficient, and energy is literally getting wasted because of that. And the problem is that if you want to create this trading platform, you don't want it to be controlled by anyone who could coerce it in any way. So it makes a lot of sense not even to have it in any currency of any country, but to attach it to crypto. And it, when I first heard it, I was like, wow, how come this wasn't obvious to me? And apparently, they already tried this. And this is the really cool part. They created smart meters, and that the energy that people who create energy, like farmers with solar panels or whatever, the energy goes through the meter, and the meter can read how much.
Yeah, this guy sounds like Nikola Tesla with a beard, right? Or somebody from that time period, right? Some old soul that got reincarnated and came back, or somebody that's almost, I don't know, 600, 1,000 years old. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Or a mythical figure from the 1800s, right? We need to research, go through those pictures. You know, like people show you pictures of what celebrities were back in the 1800s and the 1700s. We need to find pictures and go through them and see if we can track Shy down to like the 17th century or the 18th century or something.
Energy there was, and it knows the sources of the energy and all sorts of properties you would like to track. The meter, it sees how much energy you produced, and it issues coins for you that could be used for energy trading. It's incredible stuff. They already had this deployed for testing. They deployed it all around Dublin and did like simulations of cross country trading, and this was back in 2016 apparently. And the one issue they kept running into was the throughput and reaction speed also to a lesser extent, because it's not something that has to be as fast as buying copy. You know, trading energy can take a while, even if you have a very fast way to pay, because there is bureaucracy around it. But the throughput was a really huge problem, and that's where Kaspa came in. And it's like it's amazing. It's a perfect fit. They already made everything they need except the currency itself, and they had to shelf the entire thing because there wasn't any coin that was up to the job. And they are very keen on proof of work because they believe, like I believe, that proof of stake couldn't really be decentralized. And
So are you saying, Shy? Are you saying that Caspa is up, up to the ready to pick up that call? Are they up
yeah,
to the job?
Rory already said it. I think I'm pointing out the like uh, the the stuff I think people should notice the most, which excited me the most, because Rory gave this stellar introduction, but he unloaded a lot of information in a very short time. So I just wanted to highlight this one thing, these few things. Um, I think this is kind of amazing because it shows what we've been saying all along, that we need to draw adoption from outside by showing that we made something that is actually usable. So that's one thing about KAI. The name KAI didn't even exist at the time, but these guys work fast. They work extremely fast. The short amount of time from when it was like just an idea over lunch to having a website and a team and a board. These are people who know how to work and how to get stuff done. And
That's
I
amazing.
think this is like the biggest news here. Nothing explicit, but just the fact that people of this magnitude are involved should make everyone who who supports Caspar very happy.
Yeah. I support Caspa, and I'm very happy. Wolfie, I wanna kind of take this another direction. Why is KII so important to adoption and the success of Caspa moving forward?
Sure. So, I've had an analogy. I'm the analogy wizard here. So, I've had one about like comparing Caspa to like a rock band, and then like some of the token projects that are pre-contrived by corporations that come out, and like the first day they're on Coinbase or Binance. That's like a boy band. They know the name of the band and they have all the songs written already before they even know who's in the band. So, I tweeted yesterday. I've been participating in CASPA for 1,000 days. That was yesterday. So, starting from the very beginning, we've worked our way up the ladder on CoinMarketCap and hash rate and adoption, and through all the mining platforms up to ASICs and everything, and up the exchanges to mid top tier so far. And that's without a push. That's all community driven. So it's very refreshing to have these monsters of rock, these huge energy people behind us now, contributing and helping to push the ecosystem, and really using their connections and their reach to help propel us to our fair and rightful position based on our technology, the superior technology. um, if you look at like to get a grip of on what we're talking about, this reminds me, this list, if you go to Google and you search DII, Desert Energy, you'll see the group that these people come from. And if you go to advisory board and you scroll through, to me it's almost unbelievable. It looks like something you would see in a James Bond movie. Like, there's a party of these these global energy people, and James Bond has to go and find the guy that's gonna set off a nerve gas bomb in there or something. It's the titles of the people in this board are, it's almost like made up, like fictional, but it's not. And they're interested in a lot of things. They, like Shai was mentioning, they want to create a token, an energy token to trade energy credits, and they want it to be censorship resistant, which makes perfect sense because these guys are located all over the place. They're in China, they're in Mongolia, they're in the MENA, Middle East and North African regions.
The energy token would be a huge pump to Caspa. But that's what I'm saying. There's something out there that Caspa is going to do that nobody was expecting or nobody could pre-pick, right? No one can predetermine from looking at TA and looking at analysis and looking at these reports that Caspa can do. The same thing that's going to happen with Turbo, something that nobody's talking about or that nobody's been picked up on yet. Maybe something with Animoca brand or another one of Turbo's partnerships that's going to rocket Turbo to the moon, right? Or I think Ethereum's going to pick up and it's going to ride the wave with Ethereum. But either way it goes, there's going to be something that happens in the future that is going to turn the tide for Caspa and turn the tide for Turbo on the Turbo turn up time. And remember where you heard it first. Like, oh yeah, BTM was telling us about it. And we wasn't sure. And now look at us on the beach buying islands. Let's go. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So shout out to the Turbo Toad Revolutionaries. Texas crypto, what you doing up at this kind of night, man? What you out here? You freelancing? You moonlighting on us? But thanks for joining, and let's get back to this Caspa video.
And also a lot of European players in here. So they have all these energy credits and they generate extra, or they need to, get some back maybe, and they have to trade. I think Roy said it updates every. It's them. That's the guys right there. Yeah, I mean.
Well, life cycle pushing back's a good thing, right? I'd rather be pushing back than having another KRC 20 thing happen, right? It's better to wait and then what's up, Texas? Yeah, it's better to push back and get it right than to throw something out there and it don't work. And then you're looking funny, right? Everybody's looking funny and sad faced. I'd rather you spend as much time as you need to get it right because we don't need anything to slow it down. We need it to hit the ground running so the adoption will get out and people will pick it up. And this is actually the first time me seeing this DI, whatever this group of people is.
Look at that, dude. It looks like a James Bond movie. Like, who would be at this like gala event that he needs to protect or something? So these guys
Yeah, yeah.
need to trade.
It does look like some superheroes or something, right? Something, something conspicuous. So first off, we got Shy the developer that looks like somebody from a Harry Potter movie, and then we got these guys that look like a full on James Bond conference, right? It's just crazy, right? These guys are too, I don't want to say too powerful, too big. These guys are too cinematic to fail, right? It's a full on cast. I'm thankful for the opportunity to accumulate more CASPA. I'm frightened it will be $3 by now. Yeah, I was actually thought the same thing. It would kind of something, right? The whole time I'm thinking um it would be at least $1 by now, right? BTM, name your island. No, definitely not. Definitely not. Because people might show up looking for something, looking for the Diddy party. Like, dude, you're at the wrong island. This is not going down here. Don't worry. We know even my 20 million turbo doesn't have the power to rug y'all. But I will say that I'm not taking any kind of profits until 5 cents minimum. That's a good thing. But that's what I'm saying, man. As long as you hold on, bro, we are fine, right? If you hold on and Texas crypto holds on, we got nothing to worry about, right? You probably like, I don't know, 10, 20% of all a turbo, right? You guys hold on and the exchanges keep buying, the price won't dip, right? It might go down a little bit, but we're not free falling. I agree, BTM, but that's just in case fear, you think, just causes fear. I agree, BTM, but that just causes fear, you think? I don't think, right? I think we can keep holding. Look, I think between the people in this freaking live, if we keep holding, we can hold the balance of turbo, right? And then if Caspa does make a move, we can sell Caspa and buy more turbo. But as long as these guys hold and we hold together as a community, right? Trying to rebuild the community, as long as we all hold together, we'll be fine, right? Even if everybody else sold, dumped, and crashed and burned, we're still not going to zero out because we're still holding um a very big portion of the turbo, right? Texas Crystal, you're a fellow whale. Nice to meet you, Turbo. Turbo. Ha, Turbo. I gotta remember that. Turbo turn up time. Turbo, turbo, turbo. Shout out to the revolutionaries. Let's go. Same here. I'm hanging on to my 13 million to at least 5 cents. Also, so Art, John, and Texas Crypto, you guys probably hold, I don't know, maybe 20, 30% of the whole freaking supply.
Trade credits, and it updates like I think on a 15-minute basis, where they have to settle books for like moving energy from grid to grid, or I have no idea exactly how it works, but some of these people are already in KII, KASPA Industrial Initiative, so it's super exciting. And I just wanted to tell one other little statement. Rory, the kind of the boss guy of it, told me he said, so CASPA Industrial Initiative is creating a study using data of all known power projects from the Desert Initiative partner network that are fully permitted but stalled due to grid connection issues or other local market issues, and will encourage the development of those power projects for mining. So in the desert, there's just things that are like almost done that can create power, and probably some of
Life cycle. I hope your grandmother does not put her life savings in the turbo. I'm just saying, this is not financial advice. This is just for entertainment purposes. But your grandmother can help us rebuild the community. Turbo turn up. Let's go. What is this? Don't just rug ether or tether life cycle. Yeah, let's not even rug anything. Let's not even talk about rugging, right? Definitely don't rug your grandmother, right? This is crazy. You guys in these rugs, this is crazy.
Them are from waste or from solar. I'm not sure, but it's not like they're just looking to like dig oil out of the ground and burn it and pollute the environment to make power. They're this is like smart guy power, you know? And
Non-life cycle. I want people to talk about how much they have. It makes me feel part of the community, right? Too big to fail, right? Enough to know that I'm not in over my head, right? There's more people here that are gonna lose if something goes bad. So we got a general consensus to make this work, right? We're all in this together, right? Together we can rebuild the community.
it's an interesting angle for miners. He goes on to say, since DII has reach, they have the reach to partner with miners for development of these opportunities that go from Mongolia and China to MENA and also Europe. So that's super exciting as well.
I mean, I got the partner list here. This thing is pretty massive, right?
Hmm.
Associated partners, lead partners, strategic partners. So this isn't any run of the mill energy company. Chad, do you want to chime in here? Any thoughts on your end?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been super impressed with the guys have talked about the pedigree of the people that are involved. And they're not just new out of the gate. I mean, these guys have been working on the possibilities of using, some sort of new technology to make energy trading better, to make cross-border payments better, to do all this. They've been working on this for years. Listening to Rory on that channel, and there's a clip on our YouTube channel. You got to listen to it. They created rubrics and they studied and they were looking for the magic, token, and they were so frustrated that they decided, well, we're just going to create our own boutique coin. Like we're gonna do our own thing. And then finally they're just like, well, let's just use KASPA. And because it meets all their boxes. So when you do
Capex, what YouTuber with the East Coast accent? 50 to 70 cents would be perfect. Perfect. It's definitely going to help me rebuild my community.
a rubric, you're trying to figure out what becomes the perfect scenario for the solution that needs to be solved. And they're just like, let's just use KASPA. So that alone was like, so you have the skills, you have the history, you have the experience, you have the connections, you have the study. So they've done the research and they've chosen KASPA. So it's not just a whim. They're like, oh, KASPA's cool. We like the project. We like the people. No, they've been researching for years before even KASPA was alive. And then when KASPA came to be, and they've been kind of in the secret space for a year before looking at KASPA, they realized it checks all the boxes. So this is an epic. This is like, I mean, KASPA alone is epic, but when you meet it up with
Pooh, definitely better days to come, right? Just hang in there. Continue to hold and we'll get there. Texas crypto, I got my turbo at 00039. John Doe, very early buyer.
real world use. It's incredible, and I love the scenario of bridging the startup world, the entrepreneurship world, the real world of solving problems, to come up with great products and applications with blockchain, and that's what KI is helping us do.
Man, if you're watching this and that doesn't excite you as a Caspa community member, I don't know what will. Well, actually, maybe this will. I would like to get an update on where we're at with KRC, Casplex, and then the big crescendo hard fork, which will take Caspa from 1 to 10 blocks per second. Just as kind of a reference point here, Bitcoin needs 10 minutes to confirm 1 block. Caspa is getting ready to confirm 10 blocks in 1 second. 10 blocks
That's
per
what I'm
second.
trying to
Um,
see.
I guess I'll go to you.
The KRC 20 update. Takes crypto. I got in at 008. Didn't diversify my distribution of the personal loan all in on KASPA. See 0080036. Uh, did he say cross border payments? KASPA will be taking XRPs out of business. That will be nice. He did say something about cross border payments, but this is what I'm waiting on. What's going on with KRC 20?
First, Shy, because I know you've been working with the Casplex team. And from what I've seen on X and Twitter, you've been extremely helpful. V1 rolled out. There were some things you guys wanted to improve on, and you've, right, correct me if I'm wrong, been kind of working with the team. Where are we at with KRC? And can you speak a little bit about Crescendo and why that's so important?
Okay, those are two completely separate things. KRC, well, first of all, I must clarify that I wasn't working consistently with the KRC team. I've been following the work. I've been participating in some conversations and some discussions, more of a consultancy thing, unofficially, but nothing consistent. I haven't been in touch with them for weeks. And I kind of wanted to act as one of the people who connect between, because after what we've seen in the launch, we realized that there are stuff that need to be prepared on several fronts. It's not just Casplex responsibility or the wallet's responsibility, because there are also things to do from the Rusty Caspa side. We needed to implement repost by fee and um, fee estimation, and then integrate them with the wallets. I really support Casplex's decision to not provide any hard launch dates before we see finalization.
Yeah, John Doe. We're trying to figure that out as well. He does look like someone from the 18th or 17th century. Kind of weird, but like you said, bro's kind of mystical. So Casper definitely can't fail with this guy involved.
Of the stuff that is out of their hands, which is essentially the APIs that were implemented for fees by the Rusty Caspa team, and their integration into wallets, and especially the Casware wallet. I think there was another wallet that also decided to start supporting KLC. I'm not sure. But that's the way I see it. I think going for a launch as ASAP is not a good idea, and I really support taking a step back and taking a breather and doing some R&R and letting other people have time to work and see how they do stuff. Now, I don't think I'm even up to date on the latest updates from Casplex. I'm not sure where the launch is standing, but on the general view of things, the way I see it, things are progressing really well, and there is cooperation of all the parties that should be communicating about doing this as smoothly and nicely as possible. And I really appreciate that it forced us to go and handle uh, fee market stuff, because it's been a bit overdue. And so this is like a consequence of the failed launch that is good for Casper, in my opinion. I don't consider it a fair launch. Sorry, a failed launch, by the way. I hear some people say that the launch failed. I don't think so. A beta is a beta. We knew it could crash, and the important thing is that we got a lot of meaningful data, and we got a very good view of the magnitude of the operation, and we've seen that in principle, all of the problems that we've witnessed are completely solvable. No funds were lost, and everything went very good. I think even though it did crash, it was just a first attempt, and it was declared as a beta. So I think things are progressing very nicely, and there were some slight hiccups, but on the overall, hiccups are part of the process. So I'm hopeful that the next launch would be nice and smooth, and we will be more prepared than the last time, which is kind of the point of doing a beta launch.
Right. And
Now,
I don't.
regarding Crescendo,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, please. I was gonna say, and as it should be.
Mm. So Crescendo is the name we gave to the upcoming hard fork. Now, the main purpose of this hard fork is increasing the block throughput. But I think we should clarify what this entails, because increasing the block throughput is not like you change somewhere in the code from 1 to 10 and then you let it run. It's not also just about optimizing things and making things efficient. There were complete parts of the code that had to be completely redesigned, and we had to come up with interesting solutions. For example, we wanted to do difficulty adjustment, and if you increase the block rate 10 times, then you have in a difficulty window, its length is measured in hours, so it becomes 10 times longer, and you have to do it 10 times more, like 10 times a second instead of once a second. So we came up with an idea to not to use the entire difficulty window, but we came up with a good way to sample blocks, for example. So this is one of the changes that are absolutely essential to even think about high block.
Texas Crypto is right. This is Shy, the developer for KASPA. DJ, the 501, 504 grinder. What up with Nolans? I see you out here. Trade over. Yeah. And the chat's showing up. The withdrawal function is not working. They finally took the maintenance off so you can actually do something with it, but you can't do anything with it. Right? I tried to withdraw mine. I tried to sell it. I tried to swap it. Ain't nothing working, but you can at least see it and do it. Because for a long time, months, maybe 5, 6 months, it had the maintenance on it. So they're trying to do something. They just haven't quite got there yet. Texas Crypto. Yeah, it is Shy. Definitely life is rough. How do you tag someone on YouTube? I think you just put the ad in it. Just put, yeah, at before typing their username. I got mine off DJ the 504 grinder. Did you send it or did you swap it? I've been trying to swap it. I guess I could try to send it, but it's not that much, because once the whole maintenance happened, I didn't put anything for real on there. But let's finish this video. Got about 7, 8 more minutes.
Grades, and many other such changes are included, like refactoring the mempool and all the optimizations that were done for on-the-fly header pruning. They were listed along the way, though. We are also using this to introduce some other changes that require a hard fork but are much simpler, like keep 9, the solution for state float and dust attacks, keep 6, the cryptographic receipts, which will allow, it will actually greatly simplify KRC, the design of the KRC indexer, but it's not the only reason we do it. It's just like, it's an example. In general, it's very useful. The cryptographic receipts are like this thing that you can compute um, about a transaction while it's not pruned yet, like when it's relatively new, and then you could use it to prove the transaction was accepted indefinitely. So you could post a transaction today and compute a receipt, and in a year or 2 years or 5 years or 10 years or whenever, any KASPA node could validate this proof that the receipt was is of a transaction that was actually accepted and cryptographically validated. So for example, for Casplex, this is they're useful because they have to keep the data of all the KRC related transactions and enough data to prove that they were actually accepted. So they essentially have to run an archival node at this point. So replacing this with cryptographic receipts will make everything much, much more lighter. And so that's about it. Crescendo is a huge hard fork. It's the first major update since launch, actually. I mean, there were some things that were technically hard forks, but they were like very hierarchical solutions to very specific problems. And we only did hard forks because we had to fix some pressing problems. But this is like the first major update to the protocol. And it's gonna change a lot of things, simplify a lot of things. And the main thing is the 10 BPS and all the utilities you need around 10 BPS. But as I said, it's gonna include a little bit of some other features that require a hard fork, but are much easier and simpler. Some of them are complicated on their own, but like the magnitude of the complexity of 10 BPS is staggering. So next to this, there are definitely the satellite updates.
That's amazing, man. I find it hard to believe that once that goes live and we have, the token standard live and everything's great. We talk about technology in the space. I don't know. Point me to another one. Chad, I want to ask you any thoughts on what Shai kind of said, and whether it's with Casplex or the Crescendo.
Yeah, I think it's been great to see, and I'm excited about what's coming. I've heard some updates, I know, from all the players for the KRC20, from the wallets to Casplex themselves, and what's going on with the update with the Rusty KASPA. All the players, all the platforms, all the devs are working, and the things that needed to be improved have been, boxes have been checked, and the work's being done. So I think, no dates, but overall, and similar to how KASPA has been implemented and developed over the years, it's done right, and it's done when it's done. So the cool thing is all the projects are still on board and very excited, and they're still, posting and excited about when things go live for good. So overall, the beta was a success, and we'll see what comes next.
Wolfie, is there like just a list of people that are waiting, knocking at the door to launch projects, dApps, solutions, whatever it is, once everything's in place?
Sure, yeah. So as for the KRC20, the Casplex, that's certainly factual that there's at least a couple dozen meme coins that want to list. There's various stables and entities that want to try to issue stables on Casplex as a token. And just for viewers that aren't exactly aware what this enables, right now, as KASPA stands, it's kind of a one-trick pony. It does this trick really well, but it lets you just send coins from one address to another. So the KRC20 is a token standard based on inscriptions, and that's what Casplex is, a protocol to let you make tokens on KASPA. So the beta, you guys, it was not a failure, you guys. Something really important to point out here is that the beta, so if you think of the KASPA, the Casplex is not a KASPA core product. That's a separate entity, right? But, the KASPA core guys, they picture them like guys in the gym, like benching a lot and doing lots of strength training with weights, right? So they're focused on that one area. But then you send like a gym only guy like that, you send them to yoga, or you put them to CrossFit or doing some stair training. They might be like, wow, I didn't realize those muscles and those parts of my body weren't weren't even awake. So as Shai was mentioning, like the checking the fee, the RBF fees thing, and some subtle things, some subtle tune-ups to the core software were pointed out by the beta for the Casplex. So it got the KASPA core product got refined and is being perfected even better because of that. And
Don't forget to hit your boy with the super chats. And I was just looking at this. In the background background, right? He's got the two monitors, he's got the kettlebell, and he's got those crazy speakers, right? If you haven't noticed, I was just looking at that, right? He's got some kind of sound system and those tower speakers. Like, what is going on here? I suspect this is an office of some kind. I don't know. I was just looking at his background and kind of wondering if anybody else noticed that. But don't forget the super chats. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna finish this video. We're gonna shut it down. We're at hour 44. I think we have, what is that? 8 or 9, 10, 1, 2, 3. About 5 minutes left. Gives you a couple minutes to get the super chats in and to like, share, and subscribe and get your shout outs before we call it evening. Thanks for joining. And let's finish out the KASPA update with the team video.
Even the KAI people, I'm sure they'll be interested. They will consider whether they would want to launch anything on the KRC20, or they may choose to wait for some projects or all projects until the actual smart contract integration. So one or the other or both. But yeah, I'm sure those guys will be looking into the possibility of using the Casplex protocol as well.
And Wolfie or Chad, if you want to hop in here too, this has been a question I've seen a lot of in forums, but once the token standard is live, right? We talk about DApps and meme coins. Are there any plans to bring in one of the two big stablecoin issuers, being Tether and Circle, and having a KRC, KUSDT or KUSDC stablecoin in the ecosystem at some point? Are those talks being had? Is that something you guys are leaving up to the community? What are the thoughts?
So
It's been talked
it's
about.
not
USDK.
USDK.
yeah. So as for Tether or Circle's probably a little more difficult. They're I think they're U.S. based, and they're a serious U.S. entity with all the compliance and all that stuff. But Tether would be the more likely household name that we would be able to get going first. There's definitely people that are speaking with them. Not me directly, but there's a few ways to go about it. There's like a formal native, way of doing it, and then I think there's, if there's some type of bridge mechanism where you could kind of like shoehorn your way into having them appear, even if you didn't have a direct contact with Tether right off the bat. So I think there's the starter kit way that Tether could appear on Caspa, and then there's also the partnership, or, well, partnership's not a great word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The mutually
Collaboration.
collaboration way to get it done. So hopefully we'll see at least one of those happen.
Yeah, that'll be exciting. And I'll kind of end it at this, gentlemen. I will leave the floor to you. Any inside scoop, any juicy information you can give me, and of course the people watching?
I think we know that we just saw Kraken has announced on their listing page that they're looking towards listing Caspa, so that's super exciting. And then tomorrow we're going to be on an AMA with Binance.com for their mining pool, so that's exciting that they're engaging with Caspa and broadcasting to their community about Caspa and mining. So that's exciting to have them even recognize us and put us on their platform. That's super cool. And then looking towards September in a general way, if the money printer turns on, maybe like the whole market will start waking up and greening up and having some fun. If not September, then October, right?
We know for sure that at some point the money printer will get turned back on. Chad, any inside scoop you can give us?
Yeah, nothing that's top secret, but we're continuing on with the Caspa World Tour with events happening coming up in Singapore with Token 2024, the event with the Kai group in Dublin the end of September, so September as well, and then prepping for the conference in Australia. And there's also some other events that are being peppered throughout Europe with some of our ambassadors from France and Poland and Germany. So keep up to date with the socials to find out where KASPA is coming, coming to a conference near you. So it's continuing on.
There's
We'll
also
be
Singapore.
Singapore, yeah.
Don't forget Singapore.
Token
and
Token
Korea.
2024, yeah. So that's coming up as well. So check it out. And
2040
if you're in the area, 2020 what 20 what
2049 token 2049
Yeah.
Singapore.
2049. That's what I meant. Yeah.
But it is in 2024, so he's not wrong.
Mhm.
Shy, I know you're sitting on some information there, Shy. I know it. What you got for me, bro?
Sorry, I don't have any alpha for you other than the crescendo. And I've had a huge progression with the posts that are going to become a book. I'm gonna post a bulk of posts soon, so people who want some educational, technical KASPA content, they're gonna have more than they bargained for. Hopefully in the next week or two. So this is my personal alpha, not too exciting, but things are progressing, and I'm in a productive writing period. So hopefully people will enjoy this content.
Amazing. Gentlemen, I want to thank you again for your time. I really appreciate you guys. And those of you watching, if you appreciate us bringing these three amazing guests on the show to give you a KASPA update, make sure to give us a like and comment. What was your favorite part of today's conversation? What are you looking forward to the most? Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next time.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, thanks for joining the BTM live tonight. We ran a little longer than I was expecting to, but I appreciate all you guys joining, all you guys coming to support BTM. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. And I'll let you go. Have your rest of the evening and morning back. But we might do another live tomorrow between 10 and 10:30. Let me know if you guys like that time or if you want to do a little earlier. Definitely have to be after 9 o'clock. But either way it go, thanks for your support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for the information. And it's your main man BTM signing out. Let's go. It's turbo turn up time. Remember, turbo, turbo, turbo. Shout out to the Turbo Revolution, the Turbo Toad Army, the Turbo Toad Warriors, and Turbo Turn Up. Let's go. So it is past midnight Texas time, which is Central Time. So thanks for joining. Thanks for everyone around the globe that's tuning in to BTM. And remember, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Peace out.